rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fams on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Nighttime show, the Knicks at Night podcast, man. Feeling great. Mitch is back. Deuce McBride. Precious. Oh my goodness, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let me first start by saluting Just Knicks is in the building. Andios is good. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. Okay. Rick from Jersey is in the building. Salute. Trini, what's happening? I see y'all. Corey Lee is in the house. All right. All right. Quiet Money is in the building. Salute to Quiet Money. Yes, Justo is in the building. Salute, salute. Quiet Money says that we need to update the intro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I love that song, bro. I love that song, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I love that song, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Adam is in the building. What's good? Yo, man, I love that song, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. Man, I love it. I love it. Maybe we can update the video part of it. Maybe update some video part of it, right? But man, the song, yeah, man. The song is right where a Knicks fan should be, right? Playing chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? Playing chess, not checkers. Setting screens so that others can score. Being unselfish. That's us. That's us. We don't have to get the assist or score the basket, man. But if we set the screen so that somebody else can eat, so that somebody else can live, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's yeah. Man. The Knicks blow out the Raptors, bro. The Knicks blow out the Raptors? I mean, I was talking to well, I guess it don't matter who I was talking with on the telephone. I guess it don't matter who I was speaking with, but I was talking to a Knicks fan earlier, and we legit thought there was a time during the game where we felt like, we should be blowing this team out by 60. We legit should have beat the Cancun Raptors by 60 tonight. Could have. You can tell the difference in talent between us and lottery teams. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The difference between This team and a lottery team is what you saw on display tonight. And I say this team, right? Kev Guapo is in the building. Salute to Kev Guapo. Big Nick Energy is in the building. Salute. Scott, what's good, Scott? The difference between this team, now notice, I didn't say the finished product. I said this team, right? Without OG Anunoby, without Randall, this team that you see right now, what you saw tonight, what we did to the Raptors, is the difference between this team and a lottery team. Now, the difference between our finished product for this season of Randall and OG Anunoby being here and a lottery team, I think Randall and OG Anunoby added to this mix puts us at least even par with the Celtics. At least, at a minimum. At a minimum. Not with the Bucks, not with the Denver Nuggets, not with the Oklahoma City Thunder, not with the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? Not with the Bucks, Cavs, Magic, Nuggets, Thunder, T-Wolves, Mavericks, Clippers. When we come back healthy, there's only one team, in my opinion, that's on a level with us, right? And I know this might sound like big talk after a blowout win against a team that was injury depleted and is ready for Cancun. Right? That's what it might sound like. Right? That's what it might sound like. It sounds like Uncle Freezy watched the game, ate a big dish of spaghetti, took a nap, came in here to the mic, and started spouting foolishness. No. Two of those things are true. One is not. I did watch the game. Right? I did eat some spaghetti. Right? I think I tried to take a nap, but I couldn't. But the foolishness part is not accurate. I'm not overly hyped about a win against the Toronto Raptors. I'm not. What I am hyped about, though, is seeing Mitchell Robinson put the... Yo, did y'all see Mitch put the ball on the floor? Legit, somebody in the chat tell me that they saw Mitch put the ball on the floor. Because I can't be the only one. Anybody see Mitch Robinson put the ball on the floor? I honestly, man, I can't be the only one that saw it. Did anybody else see Tom Thibodeau run? And listen, and I know what y'all are gonna say. I know what the Tibbs, I don't want to say Tibbs haters, but for those that question everything that Tom Thibodeau does, I know when I say this, it's gonna rub y'all the wrong way. But I'm gonna do Johnny Gill, right? I want to do a Johnny Gill type thing. I don't want to rub you the wrong way, right? Anybody get that reference? Any old head in the building get that reference? When I say Johnny Gill and I don't want to rub them the wrong way, anybody get that reference? Is that just me? I don't want to rub... King Embert is in the building. Corey Lee says, hell yeah. So the Knicks attacked the Knicks attacked Toronto from the top of the key offensively. I mean, not from the top of the key, but from the middle of the floor offensively, right? And I don't want to rub the Tom Thibodeau haters the wrong way, right? I guess we want to rub you the right way. Yo, salute to King Imbert. Salute to IKBM Dre. But I'm referencing the 1990 Johnny Gill song, Rub You the Right Way, right? For those that remember 1990, right? So anyways, the Knicks put Toronto in jeopardy on both wings at the same time, right? And so when Tibbs puts you in jeopardy at from the middle of the floor, threatening with a Jalen Brunson type of player and threatening the rim by parting the Red Sea, so to speak, you have to protect the rim, the lane, and the middle of the floor. So what that did is it created 3-point opportunities on the wing from either a Dante DiVincenzo type shooter, right? Or you give a burgeoning young shooter the opportunity to get decent looks from three. So what do? Do you stop Jalen Brunson in the middle of the floor, right? The lane and at the rim, right? Do you put three people, one at the rim, one in the lane, one at the top of the key, and have one person on each side guarding the rim? Or do you put one person at the rim and two people on each wing? It's impossible. So I saw Tom Thibodeau do something tonight that I normally don't see, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I really didn't get up for this game. You remember how I was talking to y'all about how I felt about the Detroit game? How I was like, it's Detroit, man. I don't care. Remember that feeling? I had that feeling going into this game until I saw Tom Thibodeau do something new. And the thing about it is, it wasn't overly brand new. Like, they didn't get in the press and say, hey, we're going to try something new. Hey, look at this. They weaved it into what they normally do, disguised a little bit of it. So even if you didn't see exactly what they were doing, what you saw is a Knicks team that got a lot of open looks from three. That's the end result. The end result is may not be how you got there, but the end result. And Lee, every time I mention this, I always say you can get there by sailboat, you can get there by trailways, you can get there by airplane. I don't care how you get there. And y'all know the rest. Y'all know the rest of that, right? Right? And and so what I saw was not a Tom Thibodeau interested in blowing out the Raptors. What I saw Romeo in the building. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is in the building. Salute. What I saw is the Knicks put something in practice and on tape. Now, I know what a lot of y'all are going to say. Off the rip, some people are going to be like, I didn't see that. I just thought Tibbs ran some things. I just thought the Raptors just didn't play well. I just thought this and that and this and that. Right. Okay. That's not what you saw. Okay. Right. But you didn't see bombs away from three. And let's not say Toronto didn't come to play. Right. Because Toronto, the dudes they put out on the floor, they came to play. We got to relax. Toronto was shooting 50% from the floor all the way through halfway in the third quarter against a team that has the second best scoring defense in the NBA up to that point. So to say Toronto didn't really care about shots and stuff, we got to relax. Coming into this game, the Knicks had the second best scoring defense from such and such. I forget what period Kenny Albert said or whatever it is, but basically the Knicks defense was pretty good. For basically in 2024, the Knicks defense has been pretty good, right? Basically, anybody that says the Knicks hadn't been playing good defense since January, maybe their standards are too high. Maybe their standards are too high. But I saw a Toronto Raptors offense shoot 50% from the floor, even against that defense, with the addition of Mitchell Robinson. Toronto came to play, right? The only thing about it is the better team prevailed tonight, right? Tom Thibodeau implemented some stuff. And listen, we gotta at some point give Tom Thibodeau credit for being a great NBA coach. At some point, we got to give the roster some credit for being a great NBA roster. At some point, we just can't keep dragging like the same like narratives from 2021, 2022. We can't keep dragging them into the conversation. At some point, we have to recognize what it is that we're looking at and either admit that we're a hater or admit things have changed. The team has evolved over the years. Right? There were guys out that the Grady Dick guy looked like he wanted to play. He was hooping in the beginning. Right? Garrett Temple looked like he couldn't miss for a stretch. And even though they didn't have their best roster, the organization as a whole is probably ready for Cancun. But the dudes that came out there to play, they came to play. Right? Even when we were up 24, they were cutting the lead back down to 16. They were trying to get back into the game. And then we blew the top off it. Then we just blew the top off of everything. And I want to give credit to Tom Thibodeau, right, for running some type of offense where you couldn't solely focus on Dante DiVincenzo's three-point shooting. You couldn't solely focus on Jalen Brunson, who had been struggling offensively to get his offense going. Tonight, I think Tom Thibodeau sent a message to the Celtics. Not the Nuggets, not the Timberwolves, not the Thunder, not the Clippers, not the Mavericks, not the Bucks, not the Cavs, not the Magic, not the Pacers. I think he put something on wax for the Celtics to see. And that thing he put on wax is, if you continue to send these exotic defenses at Jalen Brunson, we're going to bomb away from three on the wing. Louisiana Knicks is in the building. Kerry Cox says, have to admit, Dante is a hot. Yeah. And throughout the game, you saw in-game adjustment during the game. Torres is in the building. When when they start playing, when they started overplaying on the perimeter, the first overplay, I think it happened in the first half. The first overplay, I saw Mitchell Robinson put the ball on the floor and go to the rim, and it wasn't anybody at the rim. And then they started to overplay towards the end of the third quarter, just selling out against threes, and Josh Hart was just taking them to the basket. There was nobody there. I honestly believe Toronto, the players, even though the organization has their bags packed for Cancun, I think those players, I want to give them credit. The Freeman Liberty cat, he was playing hard. Garrett Temple hey man, they were playing hard, man. I want to give them credit. Now if we want to say that those players that we played against are probably not NBA players, okay. I'm with you. I would agree with you if you say a lot of those cats were not NBA players. Okay, I could see that. I could see that. But those dudes, the Freeman Liberty dude, man, listen, he was playing hard, man. What's the other guy? Oh gosh, what's the other guy? I can't remember his name. He was the big. Jake, what's good, brother?
Salute. What's up, Freezy?
Chilling, man. I'm excited, man. You excited?
Oh my God, I am so stoked. Very pumped. For sure.
Tonight is a
it's a miracle.
It's
a Knicks miracle, Freezy. It's time that the Knicks are about to be very good.
Very good.
Probably for several years from now, they're going to be much better. I have a good feeling that, especially what Tom Thibodeau and the Knicks organization did to this team, and for my concern, there's nothing's going to stop our Knicks.
Man,
I have so much belief, and since I've been a Knicks fan for so long,
right.
This is our time now.
Oh yeah. Hey, so Ralph Lewis is in the building. Hey, Mr. Ralph says, "Is Deuce a shooter, or am I getting my hope up?" Couple of those threes were being contested and were nothing but splash. Yeah,
he's in his prime. He's starting to percolate his prime now.
Yeah.
He's starting to show who he really is as a basketball player, and he did it fantastic.
Yeah, and what I'll say to that, hey, Ralph, what I'll say to that is confidence goes a long way, brother. Confidence goes a long way when you're talking about in terms of finally getting your shot, things finally starting to go your way. You have the confidence of the organization, coaching staff, and players.
Also, there's one word that I believe that all it takes to make this team better is patience.
Yep. Yeah, man. This Knicks team, bro. Right now, they sit as the third seed. Now, does that mean they're going to finish as the third seed? Absolutely not. They still have to put work in to finish as the third seed, right? But they're 2 games back of the Bucks with 10 games to go, right? And so even with that said, Jake, for 2 games back with 3 games to go, of course, we need a 3-game swing because the Bucks have the tiebreaker on us because they beat us so many times, right? So they have the tiebreaker on us, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But so there'll have to be a 3-game swing for us. We can't finish in a tie with them, right? But at the same time, man, the fact that we're behind the Bucks after we dealt with so many injuries, it's crazy. So Justo 11, thank you for the generous contribution. Justo says, When Mitch put the ball on the floor, I jumped out of my seat. I couldn't believe it. Precious posterizing his old teammates. Tibbs got to
Revenge
get them ready
narrative.
for battle. Yeah.
Revenge. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Freezy, about the what you were saying about can they be in the third seed by the end of the season? I have a different opinion on it, and I really think the Knicks can stay the third seed. I think they'll be locked in third seed because if I believe that the Knicks have two easy schedules versus the Spurs, which I think they're gonna win.
Okay.
OKC, I think the Knicks will get their revenge at home. I think they're gonna win somehow end up winning versus the Thunder.
Okay.
Because I know OKC has been on kind of a slump. They haven't been consistently winning. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but the only teams that I'm really testing to see if they could do it versus the Bucks and the Celtics. Other than that, I'm not worried about the other teams.
Okay. So in terms of securing the 3 seed and not sliding back to the 4 seed, I can understand where you come from. Right. But but Cleveland also has something to say about that too. Right. So Cleveland, if Cleveland starts to win some games, they may be able to get in that position where they can start to win games and things of that sort. But either way, in my opinion, if they stay the 3rd seed, if they gain the 2 seed, or if they fall to the 4th seed, either way, I'm confident that this team, when healthy, can beat anybody in the NBA.
Me too.
Right. Right. Yeah. So if I stated that in a way that may be hinted at, I don't have confidence in the Knicks. That's not what I'm saying. I'm actually saying the opposite. I may have too much confidence in this team.
It happens for most fans. They think that way, for sure.
Yeah, I may have. Um. I saw some things tonight that make me think that when Randall and OG return, we may not see certain players anymore.
And who do you think those players will be? To my curiosity, who do you think those players would be?
I was gonna get to that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Proceed. My fault.
Yeah. No doubt. So I think if Alec Burks doesn't get healthy, I think Deuce McBride is proving every day that the Knicks can win without Alec Burks.
100% agreed to that for sure.
Right. And also if Bogdanovich doesn't score the basketball like he did tonight, I think he may also be a guy that may sit during the postseason. In theory,
All he has to do is be consistent with the shooting in his time every day. He has to be consistent, showing them that he can still play ball.
right.
But yeah,
Right. I think the ultimately, I think the 4-man bench is probably going to be Deuce, Josh Hart, Precious, and Mitch.
I agree.
And then your starters are going to be your starters basically.
Brunson, Stevens,
Hardenstein, Randall, OG, Dante, and
agreed.
Brunson. Yeah.
Yep, I was thinking the same way too.
Yeah, and this is for the good of the team too. By the way, it's not one of those things where we feel like it may just be a random thought or we just dislike one player versus another. I think this is a for the good of the team move because you're going to have to play. You're going to have to play Josh Hart. You're going to have to play Mitchell Robinson, and then Deuce and Precious will get minutes as they are necessary.
Also, and you also got to realize most of that rotation that you were talking about that might be playing in the playoffs. Most of them got experience in the playoffs too.
Right.
Burks and Bojan had never. I don't think they experienced the playoffs ever. Never played, hadn't adjusted to that environment yet.
Right.
So you gotta think about who can Chips trust as a player that has experience in their career in the playoffs,
Okay.
and that's how you trust the player. And but the only person I want to see who could prove us that he can handle it is Deuce McBride.
Okay.
I want to see how he could approach in a game like that environment, see if he can handle it, see how he plays throughout. Because the season and the playoffs are a big different scenery. It's big. It's different.
Right.
Different energy. There are people out. A lot of fans could be a lot expecting a lot from him too, hoping he
Right.
could show.
Right. Right. Understood. Understood. I think Alec Burks and Bogey professionally will be ready. But Burks played in the playoffs with us in 2021. Doesn't
Right.
necessarily mean he'll be ready for 2024. Right. You never know. These guys are older. Injuries have set in with them with Burks. And so there may be some thing that may have them off kilter, off center a little bit. Right.
Yeah, I
The
forgot
thing the
Burks was.
thing the
I
thing
forgot
with
Burks was
the
playoff team. Forgot.
oh, I was just gonna mention real quick. The thing with Deuce is I think Deuce McBride's mindset is one that he'll do anything for the team. And so when the playoffs get here, I think he may be ready for the playoff action out. Now, with that said, I'm not saying that with 100% confidence, right? I'm saying I think like when they asked him tonight about hitting 8 or 9 threes, and he was like, like he didn't even notice, like he would just be doing anything for the team, right?
That's the type of player we want.
Right, right,
Someone that can produce. And
right,
That's how you win games.
right. And the moment won't be too big, right? The moment won't be too big for them. Now, again, it's like with I think Big Nick Energy alluded to it earlier about how that team may not have been ready to put up a fight. I think that the players that you put out there on the floor were competitive, but as an organization, I don't know if they're ready to. I think they already have their boxes packed up for Cancun. So I think they may already be on vacation, but the players you put on the floor, the film that you put out, you can't put bad film out there because if you don't stick with the Raptors, you want to at least have a good representation around the league that you can play.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So Anthony D is in the building. Jeremy, what's good, man?
Oh, salute to the chat, by the way. How you doing? How's your night? Please like and share and subscribe. Please like and share and subscribe for my main man, Uncle Freezy.
Yeah, man. And for our channel. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Channel of
man.
the Orange Tears. Let's
Yeah,
go.
man. Yeah, man. Please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, sharing, and all that stuff that Jake
Show some appreciation for this Knicks franchise fans all around.
yeah,
The
man.
real ones.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So going forward, right? This Raptors game is in the rearview mirror, right? Going forward, is there a game or do you see excuse me, do you see a game on the schedule that may trip up this team? That a game that may be a pothole game for this team.
You mean like a trap game?
Trap
Or
game. Yep. That's exactly what I mean.
man, So honestly, the only game that I could guess or assume, I'm not gonna say it's true, but I'm gonna take. That's a good question because I know the
Yeah.
Celtics and the Bucks might be a little tough on our schedule, but I don't think that's our I don't think that's our trap game. I honestly think our trap game could be. Well, my guess is. What's, I saw the schedule earlier. I'm guessing it's got to be either the Spurs or Spurs, Miami, or either like
OKC.
yeah.
Okay. So here's what the schedule looks like. It's kind of odd,
Yeah, you
right?
could tell me. Yeah,
So
I
so
forgot.
so we have San Antonio, OKC,
Hmm.
Miami, Sacramento,
Okay.
Chicago, Milwaukee, Chicago, Boston, Brooklyn, Chicago.
Okay, so the Spurs maybe a trap game, Miami possibly, and one of the Chicago games. I think one of them will be a trap game
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
But
So
I'm not. I don't know the 100% real answer for that until we see results.
okay. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this. So are you telling me that you think the Knicks can finish the season with 52 wins?
You bet I do. Maybe
Bam!
50.
Y'all
Maybe
heard it. Y'all
my.
heard it here
I'm gonna
first.
tell you on my. I swear. The Knicks. I made a prediction earlier this yesterday about what Knicks record could be up ending like.
Right.
My guess: 51 wins and 31 losses.
51 to 31.
And if you see at the end of the season, if you see that record correct, yeah,
Possibly. That means 7-3 down the stretch, everybody? Is that what that means? 7-3?
yeah, I think we could pull that off. And I think like that. That's I might not be psychic, but I have a feeling that the Knicks could finish strong. Just the team that might lose, but the Knicks might lose to possibly
Okay.
is Milwaukee and Boston.
Okay.
But the rest, I have a feeling they're gonna probably get their revenge or get their energy ready for the playoffs coming up. They're to push harder, and I think
Uh,
Tips will get more minutes out to the players too, especially because they're giving the whole talking about some of them 40 minutes, 48 for the whole game throughout the till the playoff time.
right.
That means more production and more talent. It will be on the floor most of the time. So that's another leverage we got so far.
I'm okay. So I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound strange, everybody. And I know you guys are gonna quote me because I know how you guys like to keep receipts, so to speak, right?
Hmm.
But I honestly believe that the Knicks can win all 10 of these games on the schedule.
I
Right.
believe it.
Um
Yeah, I believe it. I wish, but I believe it.
if you so if you ask me about the percent or meter, that's a new word, everybody. Just made that up on the fly. Percent or meter. The percent o meter, right? If we go by the percent o meter, I'm gonna say I'm about 75 to 80% sure that the Knicks can win all 10 of these games. And what I mean is as a bundle, not when the games start, right? Right. I'm gonna say right now, looking at that pack of 10 games, I'm 75% to 80% confident that the Knicks can beat all 10 of those teams, right? But at the same time, once the games get started, like once we thrash San Antonio, and then once we leave San Antonio and come back home to play OKC, I think. Yeah, we come back home to play OKC on Sunday night.
Mhm.
I'm confident about that game also if OG Ananobi is playing.
Right.
And then April 2nd, I'm confident at Miami with or without Julius Randle. And then we come back to the Garden versus Sacramento. I'm confident that if OG Ananobi plays, we beat them again. And um um Friday, April 5th, at Chicago, I'm confident with or without Randall. But April 7th against Milwaukee, when the King returns, against Milwaukee, at Milwaukee. Listen, you can't tell me that the Knicks are not going to be out there slapping the floor because our
Julius Randle. You're
MVP,
talking about Julius Randle, right?
Julius Randle, right? When Julius Randle gets back,
Is that when he's coming back? Is that what the news said or reporters been saying
right?
about?
That's what ESPN had been saying all day. Estimated return date is April 7th.
Oh, cool. So yeah, that's even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Julius
question is,
Randle
but the
returns
question
against
is,
Milwaukee. Yeah.
the question is, you gotta look at it. Is he gonna be himself, the Randall that could take the power to punch down the basket to the basket and boxing people out, or are you gonna see the Julius Randle that cannot handle his shoulder and has to shoot more and not have to drive to the basket so much?
I,
That's a big if.
that is indeed a great question, right? But
Yeah.
but my question to you is, do the Knicks need right now? You saw the Knicks play against the Raptors. Do you feel like the Knicks need Randall to come back and be Superman to beat the Bucks?
No, OG is enough that we got, and Mitchell come. We already have Mitchell back. If OG comes back, we could stop. We could stop their. We could stop them when they're shooting or driving. Hartenstein, Mitchell, OG. Our lineup basically is a defensive identity that we could steal the ball. We could switch up on mans that's pick and roll. We could block shots. Like I've seen it consistently, and this Knicks team is lethal when it comes to defense,
Right.
transitions to offense. It's crazy
Right.
and it's incredible. I'm
Yeah.
impressed for real.
Yeah. I don't think Randall needs to come back and be King Kong. Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I
I
just
feel like
if
that's
OG
the point.
Anunoby is healthy, if OG is healthy, and if Mitch is playing himself into shape by
I
that
think
time,
he will be. I think he will be. He'll be a monster.
yeah, I think that's all we need. All we need is what we have with the contributions of OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson, and then when Randall comes back, I think that is the icing on the cake.
Yep.
In
By the
my
way,
view, and
yeah,
chat, yeah, chat, y'all may have a different view, and if you have a different view, okay.
I have a question. How did Mitchell? Wait, I didn't. I don't. I'm in Florida, but I don't have access to the next game and to watch TV. But I've been looking at the ESPN stats, watching all along with that.
Right.
Mitchell Robinson, is he gotten like bigger, bulkier? Is he like bigger now? Is he like, or is he still the same Mitch, like healthy wise, like how he got in shape and stuff? 'Cause I
Um,
know during the time his prospect returning, he's been working out, and I heard he's been doing a lot of personal workouts and getting himself more bigger and healthy and stronger too.
right.
Did you see him tonight that way, or do you see he's the same old Mitch that's tall, you know,
He
muscular being? Yeah,
Mitch looks big,
he got
right?
bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but here's the thing. That's a difficult question to answer because we hadn't seen Mitch in so long, right? Yeah. So
yeah.
we hadn't seen Mitch since December-ish,
That's a
and
long
and
time.
so, and so if you're asking, does he look like December Mitch? In terms of size and girth,
Yeah.
I don't
I was
know.
curious because he's got to be if he's out there. He wasn't playing for that long. He must have been doing personal workouts during his pretend off season type of thing. He's
Right.
probably preparing himself.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He didn't look winded. Except for there was one stretch where everybody was up and down the floor and everybody looked a little winded, right? There's
tired
like
walking up.
one stretch of the game where everybody's just running back and forth, running back and forth, running back and forth, and everybody looked winded, right? And I don't mean tired or gassed. I'm talking about that stretch just took a lot out of everybody, but at the same time, I'm gonna say he
It's
looks
the
about the
minutes.
same to me. But I will tell you what, I saw him dap up Kelly Olynyk, and Mitch looks like he's 3 inches taller than Kelly Olynyk.
He's 7 foot dude,
Yeah,
and Kelly's only like 6'10".
yeah, yeah.
What do you expect? What do you expect? How these guys are tall and they're a gifted talent.
Right.
Like it's
Yeah.
just he's a tall dude, and honestly, Hartenstein and Mitch, those two healthy now. That's probably the best center duos in this league by far.
Yeah, I would say so. I would confidently agree with that with the 48 minutes of center play. Is he in his prime yet? No, not really. I want to give him a few more games to get to peak Mitch,
During the
right?
playoffs, we'll see. Then during the playoffs, we'll see if he's in his prime or not. We'll see. I think for this playoffs year, he'll probably show out.
Yeah,
Even though if it's with the second unit, he'll still show his abilities. He's gonna show it. He's not gonna. We just don't know yet because we never heard from any Knicks front office. Never told us, informing us anything. But Adrian Wojnarowski, the ESPN reporters, will only tell us any
yeah.
updates on players and how they're doing, what they've been up to, and all that stuff.
Right.
But I believe we will see Mitchell show us who he really is come to playoff time.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
He's gonna show us what he really is.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt about that, man. I think in terms of the roster in its entirety, I think they will all be in that play.
Especially with OG, man, he's looking forward to that. Whew.
Yeah,
We are looking forward to playing alongside OG, man. That's gonna be a lethal defensive threat.
yeah,
No
yeah,
joke.
yeah.
No other team wants to play us, man. After that, it's a wrap. No one wants to play us. It's gonna be a scary team of we have this power. That's all the abilities of defensively, our athleticism, how we dude, it's insanity.
Right, right. No doubt, no doubt. This team is definitely one that I feel like is going to make some noise in the playoffs.
After
When they
50 years, man, we have what we got, and we got what we wished for. After 50 years.
after 50, yep. And I'm going to ask the chat. Do you guys think this team is poised to go on a run of longevity? Is this team ready to become the 90s Knicks? Is this team ready to be a 50-win team for the next 5, 6, 7 years?
Yes.
Let us know what you chat. Let us know what y'all think.
I say it's an automatic yes. For sure.
Okay.
Let's see what the chat says.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I would say, man, to it is 50 games a year is a lot of games to win. That's a lot of games, man. It's a lot of games, right?
Also, the minutes how they've been on the court, that also affects their, pacing, running back and forth, as you mentioned earlier. That probably got them wiped out is how many is because Tibbs is pounding them on the court for so many minutes.
Right.
And Tibbs not gonna give a crap or anything. He's gonna let this star players play, regardless if they're he does. I think it's cool to see that,
Right.
but I don't think it's a wise due to health condition concerns. I don't think that's smart on a mentally or physically. Well, physically, yes, it's concerning, but
Right.
mentally, I think it's not concerning. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I have about 5 more minutes before I got to get out of here because I got some stuff that I got to do. It's a short
Sure.
week, everybody. I know Good Friday is coming up this Friday, so
And I start my job
this short
tomorrow.
work week, man. Trying to get some stuff in on a short work week. So I got about 5 minutes, right? Jake, what do you think about San Antonio? What do you think is going to happen in San Antonio game?
Depending on if Wemby's playing or not. I know he's been injured lately. I want to see what Wemby's status is for that game.
Okay.
If he's playing, I think we can still take the San Antonio Spurs down to another blowout. Whether he's in there or not, because he's still a rookie. And I think Mitchell Robinson, where he's back, and Isaiah will probably shut him down.
Okay.
And they got no one else that they could show out for. They had nothing to play for.
Okay. So
I think it's good. I think that game will be a shutout, blowout by the Knicks, for sure.
So I'm looking at the projection. So the last time we played them, we beat them 126-105. And the only person that's out for that game for San Antonio is Keldon Johnson.
Was Wemby there or no?
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah.
I mean, it's doable, you know?
Yeah. So with that said, everybody, I'm gonna get out of here so that I can get up early and try to get these 40 hours in for the week, man. It's a short week, man. And
I gotta start my job in the morning, so I gotta get my rest too. So
yeah, man.
doing me both.
Man. And to everybody that celebrate, man, I hope y'all have a happy holiday, however y'all celebrate it. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace, everybody.
Salute, guys.